Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We start with a rather sad story from Trinidad and Tobago. Tributes continue to flow for a South businessman and his wife, the owners of Emmanuel Garden Center, who died from COVID-19 2 days apart. Emmanuel and Yvette Bihari lost their battle to the virus last week, leaving behind their 2 young daughters. Emmanuel died last Thursday and his wife on Saturday. Their children are said to be in quarantine. The couple's death has left family, friends, colleagues, and the community in a state of shock and sadness. The Bihari family owned 2 stores, the main branch at Marabella and another branch in Aropero village. A post on the business's Facebook page on December 19 confirmed the couple's deaths. Now we tell you that over 300 Brazilian senior officials have resigned from their posts over budget cuts to the country's tax and customs agency, one of the agency's unions said Wednesday, amid anger over President Jair Bolsonaro's decision to grant police pay rises. The cuts to Brazil's tax agency were enshrined in the government's 2022 budget, which was approved by Congress on Tuesday night. The budget allots 1.7 billion reais, 300 million, in pay rises to Brazil's police, one of Bolsonaro's key constituents ahead of next year's presidential election. In the wake of the budget approval, at least 324 senior auditors stepped away from their leadership roles. There may now be as many as 500 unfilled senior posts across Brazil. The union said the funds cut from the budget were being reallocated toward police, while its members were not receiving a bonus they had been due. Grenada police Wednesday said that preliminary investigations into the discovery of 7 bodies in a boat found drifting within the island's maritime on December 12 suggest that the deceased may have been victims of human trafficking or smuggling. I quote, "We recovered or discovered 7 corpses on that particular vessel, all of which are male persons, and 2 of whom we believe to be teenagers. To date, from the preliminary digital forensic analysis that has occurred with the devices that we retrieved from the vessel, we are led to believe that this incident may have been associated with a human trafficking or human smuggling incident that went horribly wrong," end of quote, said Police Commissioner Edwin Martin. Martin said the situation requires international collaboration and therefore, I quote, "We will be seeking the assistance of Interpol and other law enforcement agencies to support our investigation into this matter," end of quote. The boat discovered in Grenadian waters brings to 7 this number to do. The boat discovered in Grenadian waters brings to 7 the number of small fishing vessels found sailing with dead bodies in the Caribbean. A few of the boats have been traced back to immigrants sailing from a destination in Africa. And Jamaican health officials are projecting that the island could see an estimated 1,500 daily infections by mid-January if the highly transmissible Omicron variant of the coronavirus is already spreading locally. The suggestion was made on Wednesday after the Ministry of Health and Wellness disclosed that a traveler from Jamaica to the United Kingdom has returned a positive test result for the Omicron variant of COVID-19. National epidemiologist Dr. Karen Webster-Kerr said that if the variant is on the island, then Jamaica's daily coronavirus infections could rise rapidly. I quote, "If it is that on December 19 we already have Omicron circulating in the communities, but we are not aware of it yet, it could be acting and boiling underneath, but by mid-January we could see on a daily basis over 1,500 cases," end of quote, she opined. Turning her attention to the hospitalizations, the epidemiologist said projections are showing that hospitalizations could rise to as many as 182 patients per day, with a 4th wave associated with Omicron. As of December 16, the Omicron variant has been identified in 89 countries across the globe. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.